Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to share an important message. Women should know their worth, their strength, and their limitless potential. For centuries, society has placed expectations on women how they should look, behave, and dream. But today I remind every woman listening, you are more than those expectations. You are powerful, intelligent, and capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Women must first understand their worth before they can fully step into their power. Society has long conditioned women to seek validation from external sources, whether it be from family, friends, employers, or even social media. But true worth does not come from how others perceive you. It comes from within. When a woman knows her worth, she sets the standard for how she should be treated in every aspect of life. Self-worth is not about arrogance or thinking you are better than others. It is about recognizing your value and refusing to accept anything less than what you deserve. Many women settle for toxic relationships, unfair workplaces, and disrespectful treatment because they underestimate their own importance. When you understand your worth, you no longer tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. You learn to walk away from situations that do not serve you, knowing that you deserve better. One of the greatest challenges women face is the internal battle against self-doubt. From a young age, many girls are taught to be humble, to stay in the background, and to avoid being too much. This conditioning often results in a lack of confidence, making women second-guess their abilities, decisions, and even their dreams. But self-worth is built by overcoming these doubts, by replacing fear with courage, and by trusting yourself. The more you believe in yourself, the more others will believe in you too. Understanding your worth also means setting boundaries. Many women feel pressured to please others, often at their own expense. They take on extra responsibilities, tolerate toxic behavior, and sacrifice their own needs to avoid conflict. But setting boundaries is not selfish, it is an act of self-respect. Knowing your worth means saying no without guilt and prioritizing your own well-being without apology. Your worth is not defined by external achievements or validation. It is not determined by your job title, your relationship status, or how many people approve of you. Your worth is intrinsic, it exists simply because you do. Society may try to measure women based on their physical appearance, age, or social status, but none of these things truly define who you are. What defines you is your character, your values, and the way you impact the world around you. A strong sense of self-worth also influences the way you pursue your dreams. Many women hold back from chasing their goals because they feel unqualified or unworthy of success. They compare themselves to others and assume they are not good enough. But knowing your worth means recognizing that you have just as much right to success as anyone else. You are capable, deserving, and strong enough to achieve anything you set your mind to. The way you allow others to treat you is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. If you constantly accept less than you deserve, people will continue to give you less. But when you stand firm in your worth, you command respect without even having to ask for it. Others will learn how to treat you by watching how you treat yourself. Confidence and self-respect set the foundation for all healthy relationships, whether personal or professional. Understanding your worth also means embracing your imperfections. No one is perfect, and self-worth is not about being flawless, it is about accepting yourself fully, flaws and all. The more you embrace your uniqueness, the stronger and more unshakable you become. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what makes you special. Your individuality is your power. Every woman deserves to walk through life knowing her worth. When a woman understands her value, she carries herself differently. She speaks with confidence, makes bold choices, and refuses to settle for less. She no longer seeks approval from others because she knows that her worth is not up for debate. This realization is life-changing, and once a woman truly knows her worth, nothing can hold her back. Women have been silenced for far too long, whether by societal expectations, cultural norms, or personal fears. But the time has come for every woman to embrace the power of her voice. Speaking up is not just about words. It is about standing for what you believe in, expressing your thoughts without fear, and refusing to let anyone diminish your presence. A woman who knows how to use her voice commands respect and shapes the world around her. For centuries, women were taught to be seen but not heard. They were told to stay in their place, to avoid making waves, and to remain agreeable. But history has proven that women who dare to speak up can change lives, not just their own, but for generations to come. From activists to leaders, from mothers to entrepreneurs, every woman who has ever raised her voice has contributed to progress. The question is not whether you have something to say, the question is whether you will have the courage to say it. Using your voice does not always mean shouting or demanding attention. Sometimes it is about having the confidence to state your opinions clearly, ask for what you deserve, and advocate for yourself. It means not allowing fear of judgment or rejection to keep you silent. When you speak with conviction, people listen not because you are the loudest, but because you are certain of your truth. One of the biggest obstacles women face in using their voice is self-doubt. Many women hesitate to express themselves because they fear being wrong, being criticized, or not being taken seriously. But no voice is insignificant. Even if your voice shakes, even if you are afraid, speaking up is a step towards strength. The more you use your voice, the stronger it becomes. Women must also use their voices to uplift and protect each other. Too often, competition and societal pressure divide women instead of uniting them. But when women support one another, whether in the workplace, in communities, or in families, they create an unstoppable force. Speaking up for other women, standing against injustice, and amplifying each other's voices are acts of true empowerment. Using your voice is not just about standing up to others, it is also about standing up to yourself. Many women silence their own thoughts and dreams because they believe they are not good enough. They hold back in meetings, stay quiet in relationships, and suppress their ideas out of fear. But your voice is your power. The moment you give yourself permission to be heard, you reclaim control over your own life. Society may try to intimidate women into silence, making them feel like their opinions do not matter. But the truth is, every great change in history started with a single voice. Whether it was a woman fighting for the right to vote, a mother advocating for her children, or a young girl standing up against injustice, every voice has power. Yours does too. Using your voice also means knowing when to say no. Women are often expected to be agreeable, to accommodate others, and to avoid conflict. But saying no is a powerful act of self-respect. You do not have to agree with everything except unfair treatment or conform to expectations that do not align with your values. Your voice is your shield, your sword, and your declaration of who you are. Every woman deserves to be heard. Whether you are speaking to one person or to the entire world, your words have impact. Do not let fear hold you back. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your experiences matter. The world needs your voice not just in moments of crisis, but every single day. Self-love is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Women often give so much of themselves to others, family, friends, work, and society, that they forget to pour into themselves. But how can you take care of others if you are running on empty? Prioritizing self-love means recognizing that you are just as important as the people you care for. It means treating yourself with the same kindness, patience, and respect that you offer to those around you. Many women struggle with guilt when it comes to self-care. They feel that taking time for themselves is selfish or that their needs should always come second. But self-love is not about neglecting others, it is about making sure you are whole so that you can show up fully in every aspect of life. A woman who loves herself sets a powerful example for those around her, teaching them that self-worth is not something to be earned, but something that is inherently deserved. Self-love also means setting boundaries. Too often women say yes when they want to say no, overextend themselves, and put others' happiness before their own. But loving yourself means protecting your peace, your time, and your energy. It means understanding that saying no to things that drain you is saying yes to yourself. Boundaries are not walls to shut people out. They are guidelines that ensure you are treated with respect. One of the biggest barriers to self-love is the habit of self-criticism. Women are often their own harshest judges, focusing on their flaws, mistakes, and imperfections. But true self-love comes from accepting yourself completely, the good, the bad, and everything in between. It is about recognizing that perfection is an illusion and that growth is what truly matters. Speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer to a friend. Another essential aspect of self-love is taking care of your physical and mental health. This does not mean fitting into unrealistic beauty standards or following society's expectations. It means listening to your body, giving it rest when it needs it, fueling it with healthy food, and moving in ways that bring you joy. It also means caring for your mental well-being, practicing self-reflection, seeking support when needed, and prioritizing peace over stress. Self-love also requires you to believe in your worth regardless of external validation. Many women tie their self-esteem to accomplishments, relationships, or how others perceive them. But real self-love means knowing that your worth is not defined by your job, your relationship status, or your physical appearance. It means understanding that you are valuable simply because you exist. Women who prioritize self-love also understand the importance of surrounding themselves with positive influences. Toxic relationships, whether friendships, family, or romantic, can drain your energy and damage your self-esteem. Loving yourself means choosing to be around people who uplift and support you, rather than those who bring negativity into your life. You deserve relationships that nurture your growth, not ones that hinder it. Practicing self-love is an ongoing journey. There will be days when doubts creep in, when past insecurities resurface, and when self-care feels difficult. But self-love is not about being perfect every day, it is about choosing yourself even on the hard days. It is about reminding yourself that you are worthy of kindness, forgiveness, and care no matter what. When a woman prioritizes self-love, everything in her life changes. She walks with confidence, makes decisions that honor her needs, and refuses to accept anything less than she deserves. She no longer seeks approval from others because she has already given herself the love and validation she needs for far too long. Society has conditioned women to believe that their value is tied to their physical appearance. From magazines to social media, unrealistic beauty standards are constantly reinforced, making many women feel as if they are not good enough. But true beauty is not found in a mirror, it is found in confidence, kindness, and the way a woman carries herself. A woman's worth is not defined by how she looks, but by who she is. Physical beauty is fleeting, but inner beauty lasts forever. No matter how flawless someone may appear on the outside, it is their character that truly makes them shine. A kind heart, a compassionate spirit, and a strong mind will always be more attractive than any perfect figure or flawless skin. When a woman focuses on developing her inner qualities, she becomes someone who leaves a lasting impact on the world. Confidence is one of the most beautiful things a woman can wear. A woman who believes in herself radiates a glow that no makeup or designer outfit can replicate. Confidence is not about arrogance, it is about knowing your worth and embracing yourself fully. When a woman stands tall, speaks with conviction, and refuses to shrink herself to fit societal expectations, she embodies real beauty. The media often portrays a narrow definition of beauty, making many women feel as if they must conform to certain standards to be accepted. But beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, and forms. There is no single way to be beautiful. Every woman is unique, and it is her individuality that makes her special. Learning to embrace one's natural features and differences is an essential step towards self-acceptance. Women must also understand that beauty is not about perfection. The pressure to have flawless skin, a certain body shape, or a youthful appearance is exhausting and unrealistic. Flaws, scars, and imperfections tell a story. They are signs of strength, resilience, and a life lived. Real beauty comes from authenticity, from embracing every part of yourself, rather than trying to fit into someone else's ideal. True beauty is also found in the way a woman treats others. A beautiful face may catch attention, but a beautiful soul is unforgettable. Women who are kind, supportive, and uplifting create an energy that draws people in. When a woman chooses to empower others instead of competing with them, she becomes truly radiant. A good heart and a generous spirit will always be more attractive than any physical feature. Self-love plays a crucial role in how a woman perceives her own beauty. When a woman accepts herself flaws and all, she no longer seeks validation from others. She does not need approval to feel good about herself because she has already given herself that love. The moment a woman realizes that she is enough as she is, her beauty becomes undeniable. The most beautiful women in history are not remembered solely for their looks, but for their strength, intelligence, and impact on the world. Women like Maya Angelou, Mother Teresa, and Malala Yousafzai are admired not for their appearances, but for their courage, wisdom, and kindness. Their beauty comes from their actions, their beliefs, and the way they inspire others. When a woman understands that her beauty is more than her appearance, she frees herself from the pressure to be perfect. She learns that her value is not in how she looks, but in how she lives. A truly beautiful woman is one who embraces herself fully, walks with confidence, and leaves a mark on the world through her kindness, strength, and authenticity. Every woman deserves to be treated with respect, kindness, and appreciation. Yet many women find themselves accepting less than they deserve, whether in relationships, careers, or friendships, because they believe it is the best they can get. But settling for less is not an act of humility, it is an act of self-betrayal. A woman who knows her worth understands that she should never have to beg for love, respect, or opportunities that align with her true value. Settling often begins with the small compromises we make in the hope of keeping the peace or maintaining stability. Whether it is staying in a toxic relationship, tolerating a job that drains you, or accepting friendships that are one-sided, each time a woman settles, she reinforces the idea that her needs are not as important as others. But the truth is, when you settle, you teach people how to treat you. The more you tolerate, the more you will be given less than you deserve. In relationships, many women accept love that is conditional, inconsistent, or unfulfilling. They make excuses for bad behavior, believing that they must endure struggles to prove their loyalty. But real love does not require suffering. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and support. If a woman has to beg for attention, fight to be heard, or constantly justify why she is unhappy, she is settling for less than what love should be. The same principle applies to careers. Many women hesitate to ask for a raise, settle for lower salaries, or accept roles that do not align with their skills and ambitions. They fear being seen as demanding or ungrateful, so they stay in positions that undervalue them. But success does not come from waiting to be recognized, it comes from knowing your worth and demanding what you deserve. A woman who refuses to settle in her career will always find new opportunities to grow and thrive. Friendships also require careful evaluation. Some women maintain friendships that drain them emotionally, simply because of history or obligation. But friendships should not be one-sided or full of competition, jealousy, and negativity. A real friend is someone who uplifts, supports, and encourages you. If a friendship constantly leaves you feeling unappreciated, unheard, or disrespected, it may be time to walk away. One of the biggest reasons women settle is fear of being alone, fear of failure, fear of uncertainty. But fear should never be the reason to accept less than what you deserve. The unknown may seem intimidating, but it also holds endless possibilities. Sometimes letting go of what is comfortable opens the door to something far greater. A woman who trusts herself enough to wait for what she truly deserves will always find something better. Self-worth plays a huge role in a woman's ability to refuse less than she deserves. When a woman deeply understands her value, she stops accepting treatment that makes her feel small. She no longer tolerates toxic relationships, unfair treatment, or situations that compromise her happiness. She sets standards and sticks to them, knowing that she would rather be alone or start over than stay where she is not valued. Refusing to settle does not mean expecting perfection. No relationship, job, or friendship will ever be flawless. But there is a difference between compromise and settling. Compromise means meeting halfway, while settling means giving up parts of yourself to make others comfortable. A woman who refuses to settle understands that her happiness, dreams, and well-being should never be sacrificed just to make something work. A woman's strength lies in her ability to walk away from anything that does not align with her worth. She knows that by choosing herself, she creates space for better things to come. The moment a woman decides she will no longer settle for less, she reclaims control over her life and sets the foundation for the respect, success, and happiness she truly deserves. Failure is often seen as something to be ashamed of, something that defines a person's worth or abilities. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Every strong, successful woman has experienced setbacks, mistakes, and disappointments. The difference between those who grow and those who remain stuck is how they respond to failure. A woman who learns from failure does not let it break her. She uses it as fuel to become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. One of the biggest mistakes women make is allowing failure to define them. A failed relationship does not mean a woman is unlovable. A lost job does not mean she is incapable. A rejected idea does not mean she is not intelligent. Failure is simply an experience, not a label. When a woman separates her self-worth from her mistakes, she gains the power to learn and improve rather than fall into self-doubt. Fear of failure often prevents women from taking risks, stepping out of their comfort zones, or chasing their dreams. Many hesitate to start a business, pursue a passion, or ask for a promotion because they fear rejection or embarrassment. But the reality is, failure is not the worst thing that can happen. Staying stagnant out of fear is. A woman who embraces failure as a learning opportunity will always grow, while those who avoid it will remain in the same place. Failure teaches valuable lessons that success never could. It exposes weaknesses that need to be strengthened, highlights what does not work, and pushes a woman to find better ways to approach her goals. Every time she fails, she gains experience, wisdom, and resilience. Instead of seeing failure as a sign to give up, she learns to ask, "What can this teach me?" and uses the lessons to come back stronger. One of the most important skills a woman can develop is the ability to handle failure without losing confidence. Too often, failure makes women question their abilities, intelligence, or potential. But failure is not proof of weakness, it is proof of effort. The women who succeed in life are not those who never fail, but those who refuse to let failure stop them. Confidence comes from knowing that setbacks do not define you, how you respond to them does. Failure also builds resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges and hardships. Life will never be free of difficulties, but a woman who learns to handle failure with grace and determination becomes unstoppable. Each time she rises after falling, she proves to herself that she is stronger than any obstacle in her way. Resilience is not about never failing, it is about always getting back up. Women must also learn to view failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Many of the most successful women in history faced countless rejections and failures before achieving greatness. Writers, entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders have all faced moments where they could have given up. But instead, they chose to keep going. A woman who understands that failure is a temporary setback rather than a final defeat will always find a way forward. Another key lesson from failure is the importance of adaptability. When something does not go as planned, a woman has two choices: stay stuck in disappointment or adjust her approach and try again. Learning to pivot, rethink strategies, and stay open to new opportunities allows her to turn failure into success. The most successful women are not those who never fail, but those who know how to adjust and keep moving forward. Ultimately, failure is a gift. It may not feel like it in the moment, but every setback carries an opportunity for growth. When a woman stops fearing failure and starts embracing it as a necessary part of her journey, she gains a sense of freedom. She no longer hesitates to take chances, make bold decisions, or follow her dreams because she knows that even if she fails, she will rise again stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Financial independence is one of the most powerful forms of freedom a woman can have. It means having the ability to support yourself, make your own decisions, and never be dependent on someone else for your survival. When a woman is financially independent, she has control over her life. She can choose where to live, what to invest in, and how to build her future without waiting for someone else's permission. For too long, women have been conditioned to believe that financial matters are best handled by men. Many women grow up without proper financial education, leading them to rely on their partners, parents, or others for money management. But financial independence is not just about earning money, it is about understanding how to manage, save, and grow it. A woman who takes charge of her finances ensures that she is never left vulnerable or powerless. One of the most important steps toward financial independence is learning to budget and save. Many women struggle financially not because they do not earn enough, but because they do not track where their money goes. Budgeting allows a woman to control her expenses, prioritize needs over wants, and prepare for unexpected emergencies. Savings, on the other hand, provide a safety net, ensuring that she is never trapped in a situation she cannot escape from due to lack of funds. Another key aspect of financial independence is investing. Simply saving money is not enough. A woman must also learn how to make her money work for her. Whether it is through stocks, real estate, or business ventures, investing allows wealth to grow over time. Women should educate themselves on financial opportunities and take calculated risks to secure their future. The earlier a woman starts investing, the more financially stable she will become. Debt management is also crucial in achieving financial independence. Many women fall into financial traps due to high-interest loans, unnecessary credit card debt, or borrowing money without a plan to repay it. Understanding how to use credit wisely, avoiding unnecessary debt, and paying off obligations on time can prevent financial stress. A financially independent woman does not allow debt to control her life. Instead, she uses financial knowledge to make smart choices. Career growth plays a vital role in financial independence. Women should not hesitate to negotiate salaries, seek promotions, or explore better job opportunities. Many women accept lower pay than they deserve because they fear asking for more. But financial independence requires knowing your worth and demanding fair compensation for your skills and efforts. A woman who takes charge of her career and income is one step closer to complete financial freedom. Having multiple sources of income is another way to secure financial independence. Relying on a single paycheck can be risky, especially in times of economic uncertainty. Women should explore side businesses, freelance work, or passive income streams to increase their financial security. The more income sources a woman has, the more options and flexibility she gains in life. Financial independence also allows women to leave unhealthy relationships. Many women stay in toxic or abusive situations simply because they do not have the financial means to leave. When a woman has her own money, she has choices. She can walk away from anything that does not serve her well. Financial freedom is not just about comfort, it is about security, dignity, and self-respect. Ultimately, financial independence empowers a woman to design her own future. It allows her to pursue her dreams, support her loved ones, and live life on her terms. A financially independent woman is unstoppable because she does not have to depend on anyone to survive or succeed. She is in control of her destiny, and that is one of the greatest powers she can have. Women are often taught to see each other as competition rather than allies. Society has long promoted the idea that there are limited opportunities for women, making many feel as if they must compete for success, recognition, or even relationships. But the truth is, when women support one another, they create more opportunities, more progress, and a stronger foundation for future generations. A woman who uplifts others does not lose anything. Instead, she gains a network of empowered individuals who can help each other rise. One of the simplest yet most impactful ways to support other women is through encouragement. A kind word, a genuine compliment, or a small act of kindness can make a difference in another woman's life. Many women struggle with self-doubt, feeling as though they are not good enough or capable enough. By uplifting one another, women reinforce confidence, reminding each other of their strengths and potential. Women must also support each other in professional spaces. Workplaces can be challenging environments, especially for women who are trying to break barriers, gain leadership positions, or earn equal pay. Instead of competing for limited opportunities, women should mentor, recommend, and advocate for one another. When one woman succeeds, she opens doors for others to follow. A workplace where women empower each other leads to greater success for all. Another important way to support women is by challenging unfair treatment. Women often face discrimination, harassment, and bias in many aspects of life. It is not enough to remain silent when another woman is being treated unfairly. Speaking up, standing in solidarity, and demanding equality can create meaningful change. A united front is far stronger than a single voice. In friendships and personal relationships, supporting other women means being genuinely happy for their successes. Jealousy and comparison can destroy meaningful connections, but celebrating another woman's achievements does not take away from your own. True confidence comes from knowing that another woman's success is proof that you can succeed too. The more women uplift each other, the more victories they can achieve together. Women also need to support each other emotionally. Life comes with struggles, heartbreak, and moments of self-doubt. Having a circle of supportive women who listen, understand, and offer encouragement can be life-changing. Sometimes all a woman needs is someone who believes in her when she is struggling to believe in herself. Being a source of strength for another woman creates bonds that are unbreakable. Supporting other women also means creating safe spaces for open and honest conversations. Many women hesitate to share their struggles, fearing judgment or criticism. By fostering an environment where women feel comfortable expressing themselves, sharing their experiences, and seeking advice, deeper connections and healing can take place. When women know they are not alone in their challenges, they gain the courage to keep going. Women should also support each other in their personal choices, even when they differ. Whether it is about career decisions, motherhood, relationships, or lifestyle choices, women should respect each other's paths rather than criticize or shame. Empowerment comes from acceptance and understanding, not from enforcing one definition of success or happiness. Every woman has the right to define her own journey. When women support each other, they build a legacy of strength, empowerment, and progress. They set an example for younger generations, teaching them that success is not a solo journey but a collective effort. A world where women uplift rather than tear each other down is a world where all women thrive. By standing together, women can create endless possibilities for growth, achievement, and meaningful change. From a young age, many women are taught that they need to be more beautiful, more successful, more accommodating, more everything. Society sets impossible standards, making women feel as if they are never quite good enough. But the truth is, a woman does not need to prove her worth to anyone. She does not need to meet unrealistic expectations to be valued. She is enough, just as she is. The constant pressure to be perfect can be overwhelming. Women are expected to balance careers, relationships, motherhood, friendships, and personal growth while maintaining an image of effortless perfection. But perfection is an illusion. No one has it all figured out, and that is okay. A woman's value is not determined by how well she meets the world's expectations, but by how true she is to herself. Many women struggle with self-doubt, constantly questioning whether they are smart enough, attractive enough, or capable enough. This inner critic can be louder than any external judgment, but self-doubt is a liar. Every woman has unique strengths, talents, and qualities that make her special. Learning to silence the voice of doubt and replace it with self-acceptance is one of the most powerful things a woman can do. Comparison is one of the biggest thieves of self-worth. Social media, movies, and magazines often portray an edited version of reality, making it seem like everyone else has a perfect life. But behind every perfect picture is a struggle, a challenge, or a fear that is unseen. No two women are the same. And that is the beauty of individuality. A woman does not need to be like anyone else to be enough. She only needs to be herself. Loving oneself is not selfish or arrogant. It is necessary. When a woman recognizes that she is enough, she stops seeking validation from others. She no longer needs approval to feel worthy. She understands that she is valuable not because of what she does or how she looks, but simply because she exists. Self-love is not about being flawless, it is about embracing every part of who you are, even the imperfect ones. Mistakes, failures, and setbacks do not make a woman any less worthy. Too often women carry guilt and shame for not being good enough in certain areas of their lives. But mistakes are part of growth and failures are lessons, not definitions. A woman's worth is not measured by how many times she falls, but by how many times she gets back up. Strength comes from knowing that no failure can take away one's inherent value. Being enough also means setting boundaries and knowing when to say no. Women are often expected to be everything to everyone, always available, always giving, always sacrificing. But a woman does not have to exhaust herself to be worthy of love or respect. Her needs matter just as much as anyone else's. Learning to prioritize oneself is not selfish, it is an act of self-respect. A woman is enough even when she is still growing, still healing, and still figuring things out. Life is a journey, not a race. And there is no deadline for self-improvement. Growth is a continuous process, and a woman does not need to have all the answers to be valuable. She is worthy in every stage of her journey, from the struggles to the victories. When a woman truly believes that she is enough, she becomes unstoppable. She no longer seeks validation from the world because she has already given it to herself. She walks with confidence, embraces her uniqueness, and refuses to let anyone make her feel small. A woman who knows she is enough is a woman who can achieve anything. Every woman has the power to make a difference, no matter where she comes from or what her circumstances are. Too often, women underestimate their ability to create change, believing that only those in high positions or with great influence can shape the world. But history has proven that ordinary women, through their courage, resilience, and determination, have transformed societies, inspired movements, and rewritten the rules. Change does not start with power, it starts with belief. The world is shaped by the voices that dare to speak up. When a woman stands for what she believes in, whether in her home, workplace, or community, she plants the seeds of transformation. Speaking up against injustice, advocating for fairness, or simply sharing knowledge can create ripples of change. A single act of courage, challenging stereotypes, supporting a cause, or defending the voiceless can inspire others to do the same. Many women assume that changing the world requires large-scale actions, but even small efforts can have a profound impact. A woman who mentors a young girl, educates her family about important issues, or supports another woman in her journey is already making a difference. Every small step counts. A kind word, an act of generosity, or a simple decision to uplift another person can set off a chain reaction of positivity and change. Change does not always happen instantly. It requires persistence, patience, and resilience. Women throughout history have faced resistance, discrimination, and challenges, yet they continue to push forward, whether fighting for the right to vote, advocating for equal opportunities, or breaking barriers in male-dominated fields. Women who refuse to back down have paved the way for others. Every woman today has that same strength within her to fight for what she believes in. Believing in one's power to create change is essential. Many women hold back because of self-doubt, feeling as if their contributions do not matter. But confidence is key. The most influential women in history were not born with power. They built it by believing in themselves and refusing to be silenced. When a woman embraces her voice and takes action, she becomes a force to be reckoned with. Another way women change the world is by leading by example. Living authentically, embracing one's values, and standing firm in one's beliefs inspire others to do the same. Whether as a mother teaching her children strength, an entrepreneur breaking new ground, or an activist championing a cause, a woman's life can serve as a model of courage and perseverance. Change does not always come from speeches or protests, it comes from everyday choices that inspire others to think and act differently. Collaboration amplifies the power of change. Women do not have to change the world alone. By joining forces, they create stronger movements, greater awareness, and more lasting impact. Supporting other women, forming communities, and working together towards a common goal multiplies the effect of individual efforts. History has shown that when women unite, they achieve extraordinary things. One of the most powerful ways to change the world is by shaping the next generation. Women who raise strong daughters, teach young girls confidence, and guide boys to respect and value women are laying the foundation for a better future. The impact of these lessons will extend far beyond their lifetime. Every woman has the opportunity to influence the world by nurturing values of equality, kindness, and strengthen those who come after her. Ultimately, every woman carries the potential to leave her mark on the world. Whether through bold activism, quiet acts of kindness, or personal growth that inspires others, her existence itself is a force of change. The world does not change. Because of a few great people, it changes because of the millions of women who choose every day to make a difference in their own unique way. The world needs strong, confident, and empowered women who recognize their worth, embrace their potential, and support one another. Every woman has the ability to shape her own destiny, rise from failure, stand for what she believes in, and leave a lasting impact. Whether through small daily actions or grand achievements, every effort matters. It is time to reject self-doubt, break free from limitations, and step into the power that already exists within. A woman who knows her value takes control of her future and lifts others along the way, creates a world where all women thrive. Strength is not just about personal success, it is about inspiring, leading, and building a better future for generations to come. So to every woman, believe in yourself, chase your dreams, lift others as you rise. Know that you are enough, you are capable, and you can change the world. The future is waiting, and it begins with you.